I'm Central, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy 14. We're gonna probably have a shorter stream today, but that's okay. And we're gonna start with putting White Gully in his place again. With 20 high quality Royal Amethysts. Bugger me! You mined these amethysts? I sure did. Did it last night. Such fine samples. I can't believe you made it past all them nasty creatures. Oh, might be as it's time I stopped being so surprised. God's damned adventures come through more often than I care to admit. Any road, it's one thing to find the amethyst, but do you even know aught about them? Properties? What they represent? Thought not. Here's a free lesson. Amethysts are lightning aspected gemstones. Prized as embodiments of calmness, decisiveness, intuition. Coming back with a large haul of them, it would seem you got all these things. Might a bit hasty to pass judgment. More I see you work, more I see why the guildmaster's so fond of you. Never imagined an adventurer would be my toughest competition, and I was learned better than that, to take every adversary earnestly. Seems I'll have to redouble my efforts if I'm to secure my place as the best in the business. Don't you worry about the precious amethysts you bought. I'll see them safe to the guild stores. Look forward to our next contest, adventurer. That's when I'll drive the pickaxe home that I am the better miner. Drive the pickaxe home. Amethysts are forever. I should probably take the hat. We're gonna take that. Happy December, says Sky. Hi, Sky. And that gets me level 40. Which opens up the next quest. It's like I planned it or something. Give me that and new pickaxe. To die for. Trust you with a difficult task. Ooh, new sledgehammer. I need that. Have you heard, Syndrome? The latest tally is that you tied with White Gully as the guild's highest earner. Did it. You started as a novice with a rusty pickaxe, and now you're one of our stoutest pillars. Come a long way, my friend. Find myself turning to you more often for difficult orders, the bulk of which have been coming from Deep Canyon. As you should well know from past expeditions, these tend to entail going into dangerous locales. Loath to put my people in harm's way, but the concern owns us, in truth, if not in name. It'll be ill done to refuse their request, no matter how onerous. Just this once, I've a mind to do just that. I can't in good conscience order you to a wild place like Cthulhu merely for the sake of 20 high-quality pieces of jade. Oh, I've been there lots of times, that's no problem. Aye, that's what Deep Canyon is requesting this time. And if I have to send someone, you've proven yourself the best candidate. You should understand how risky the endeavor. Think long and hard before you do something we both regret. That's no problem. Just let you know, White Gully wanted a word. Find him in the usual place. He always wants a word. Look in your eyes, you're already on board with giving it a go. Came back with the amethyst that last time, I came to realize something. True miner must be prepared to risk life and limb for his prize. Miner for jade, no less a place than Haldros March, Cthulhu would be a perfect way to put my conviction to the proof. Challenge you to another contest. First to find 20 high pieces of jade and deliver them to Aliberta is the winner. Superior miner by all objective measure. 20 pieces of high quality jade. Okay. What is quest for culinarian today? Hasn't reset yet. Yeah, it's not 2. I get to culinarian to 70. I can buy gear with the scraps we've got. With the crafter scripts. Then I can easily cook whatever we need for our quests. That's the current plan with that. We're super behind on Alchemist quest, but thanks to Maze, I have the list of stuff that I'll need to make, so I'll do that at some point. Behind on fishing quest as well. We are going to do the Samurai level 63 quest, because I'm interested, and we're already here in in Oda. So. If you're behind, that means more fun. That means more fun doing that stuff. Yeah. There is lots of fun to be had. Trials of the Sekisugumi, which we now know who they are. Ah, Syndrome, I have a letter for you that arrived at the inn. It's from Makoto, that Hingen samurai who came all the way here seeking Musosai. Can't imagine what this might be about. Find out, shall we? Dear Syndrome, pray this letter finds you well. You received me with kindness when first we met, and I write you in hopes of depending on your kindness once more. You recall what I told you of Ugetsu and his growing faction of insurgents. Upon my return to Kugane, I was dismayed that his influence had spread to alarming proportions. Outbreaks of violence have become a regularity, and the men and women of the Sekisugumi struggle to maintain order. Each day we fight, each day our strength is shorn further. The enemy, shames me to say, completely has our measure. They're being pushed to the limit. Shall speak plain. Desperate need of aid, and I beseech you to lend your katana to our cause. As Master Musosai's last pupil, your skills would help us turn the rising tide. I know full well of what I ask of you. Journey halfway across the world to involve yourself in a struggle not your own. Yet ask I must, for should the Bakufu fall, the realm would be plunged into chaos, and innocent people would be subjected to untold suffering. With all my being, I pray that you will answer our call, and ere long we shall meet again in Kugane. Sincerely yours, Makoto. Musosai's first and final pupils, pitted against each other. There's certainly poetry in that, and you can take comfort in the knowledge that you'd be fighting on the side of justice. As Makoto writes, though, it's a lot to ask, and the decision is yours to make. Not for my unsolicited opinion, I reckon you should do it. For the old man, no one else. We shall do just that. I'm gonna assume the Sekisugumi barracks. Take a guess. Would you look at that? I was right. considering it's the trials of the second gimmick. A samurai, yet yours is not a familiar face. Makoto's foreign guest, I take it. My apologies. She is not on hand to receive you. She is presently leading a mission to Sakazuki, where insurgent leaders are meeting in secret. However, they are late to return, and I must confess I grow worried. I would go find them myself, but I cannot well abandon my post. Might I ask you go in my stead? Can do. The closest place to be to take the boat. Pier 2. Actually, I could have just clicked replace, right? Maybe. I'm curious. Ruby Price, never mind. Well, yeah, Ruby Price. That's right. Where's this put me? Out of curiosity. Almost. Close but no score. Yep. That's right, Maze. I got a kick out of that. Oh, you're another quest. Right. Master Central, how delightful it is to see you again. Presume that this man here is none other than our new business associate, Master Tsukage? Correct. Tsukage. Mistress Kikimo, pleasure to finally meet you. Please allow me first to present you with these. Decade-old turtle shell, teardrop pearls, and soaring shark fins. I don't think you'd be able to procure these things on such short notice. Added to that, each and every one of these items is in pristine condition. Your exceptional service, I'm inclined to give you a bonus. Thank you. As for the rest of the goods, we can turn those over to you at your earliest convenience. Quite a lot, so I imagine you'll need a merchant vessel to transport them back. I assume, however, selling such a large ship in this area might attract the attention of the Bakufu? Yes, were they to catch us dealing with members of the Confederacy, the consequences would be dire. Let us complete this transaction on the north side of our island. Once you return with a larger ship, we can load everything up there, out of the reach of the prying eyes of the Hingan soldiers at the Ruby Price. Excellent idea. Alright. Yay. That went well. Northern reaches are infested with beasts. They must be slain. Leave it to me, Chief. Please accompany him. Are you listening to me? Yes, sir. Short rest at the guard room. Injuries I sustained while diving for pearls have taken a toll. Take a rest then. I don't think you want to be with them for whatever reason. No, you can't. Don't run off. Already running off. Darn it. about Suzumi is off. Dark, angry look she has when she thinks no one is looking. Oh, whatever it is, and wait till our delivery is complete. Come here, Makoto. Got your back. Next. You alright? He, unfortunately, is not the person behind you.
By the Kami, it's really you. I know not how to thank you, Central. We caught wind of a secret insurgent meeting and came here hoping to learn something of their plans. But they were the ones who knew of ours. They were expecting us and had laid a trap before we knew what was happening.
Sad.
We Hingans live in a rigid caste system, wherein one's standing in society is inherited rather than earned. My comrade, he hailed from a poor farming village. His family grew scarcely enough to pay their lord his dues, and it was all they could do not to starve. In order to escape the shackles of his birth, he sought a new life in Kugane, a more progressive district where a man may yet rise above his station. He became a samurai in hopes that he might one day have the power to bring about change to an irrational system that holds people hostage to their birth. Souls such as him make up the Sekisugumi, those raised with a plow in hand and not a blade. You'll find none among us born into a samurai family. Ours is a ragtag band gathered from the lower rungs of society. Yet for our disparate origins, we are patriots, all. Getsu and his cohorts, too, claim to be patriots. But in order to bring about their change, they would as soon see our nation razed to the ground. As with any nation, Hingashi is not free of problems, far from it. But should the Bakufu be toppled, the great lords would rise against each other in a bid for power. The realm would be transformed into a battlefield, and another age of blood would begin. If we are to prevent this, if we are to protect the peace, Ugetsu must not be allowed to succeed, no matter the cost. Forgive me, now is not the time to hold forth on my passage. I shall bear my comrade back to the barracks. The enemy should know our plans. Loss of a comrade pains us, but we are grateful for Makoto's preservation. She has told me all. As Master Musosai's pupil, your blade would be most welcome in these dire times. Central, pray allow me to confirm your intent. By your coming to Kagane, may we take it to mean that you will aid us in our fight? Yes. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Our cause is much bolstered for your blade. Without further ado, I would introduce you to our captain. However, there is one thing I must ask of you. Pray keep the fact that you are Master Masosai's pupil to yourself.
Yeah, I figured.
It may make little sense to you, but that you share a master with a wanted criminal would mark you out for suspicion. It's simply the way of it in our culture. Lieutenant Shiden alone knows the truth and understands, but few are as open-minded as him. It occurs to me I've yet to introduce myself. As Makoto says, I am Shiden, Lieutenant of the Sekisugumi, and may I apologize for our orders penchant for procedure.
Oh, so this soft-spoken Segumi is the lieutenant.
When I sent you to find Makoto in my stead, I could not leave my post due to my prior duty, tending to the whims of a visiting dignitary. Pressing business, as you'll no doubt appreciate. Now, if you'll wait just a moment, I shall bring Captain Kongo hither. May I present to you Sindral Dragonsoul, who has journeyed from faraway Eorzea to aid our cause. Though he is not of our land, I have witnessed his skill at arms firsthand, and have every confidence he will prove an invaluable ally. Captain? You would have us trust our lives to an outsider? For all we know, he is one of Agetsu's, or even an Imperial spy. Captain, please. Sindral is a good man and true. I personally vouch for his identity, and shall assume all responsibility for his actions. Should his origin give you cause to doubt, you would do well to doubt us all. The sons and daughters of nameless farmers and laborers, and the kami know what else. Very well. Mark my words, outsider. A single misstep and I will cut you down.
Oh, he's a great fellow.
Forgive the captain, my friend. He holds himself responsible for all our losses, and we fight a losing battle. In spite of our best efforts, we're no closer to ascertaining Ugetsu's whereabouts, nor do we know the full extent of his operations. And in light of the recent ambush, I fear there's a breach in our security. As if we had problems enough, His Excellency the Tyro, one of our nation's most powerful men, has chosen this juncture to come to Kugane on an embassy visit. Ugetsu will surely look to wreak further chaos, and it falls to the Sekisugumi to keep our honored guest hale and whole. We will be out in force providing security. I pray we can rely on your blade as well.
Right, Imperial spy! Do you not know I'm the Warrior of Light? I kind of have this thing against the Empire. So you can mark that one off the list.
I too must beg forgiveness for the captain's outburst. With naught to show for our efforts, he grows ever more irritable. Now then, I must return to my duties. We have no task for you at present, but in case of mercy, pray remain near and with your katana near at hand.
Oh yeah, it's a devious trick of mine. I've secretly worked for the Empire all this time. Next quest at 60 what? 65. It just dawned on me. It's like, oh yeah, this is the first one I've gotten to 60 other than Whitemane.
I don't remember the white mage progression. 65. By the way, I totally missed this opportunity last time with our main quest being Under the Sea. Under the sea. Under the sea. Okay. How am I getting over that? I have to go there first. Yeah, feel free to continue the song yourselves. I just swimming over there? Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Yep. Girl with the pearl ring. Forgot about that before I teleported out. Wait. You mean literally, game? Okay. That'll be fun. Must be our new mode of transportation here. Or a new option in this area. That's cool. That'll be neat. Yeah, I think it's under, which means literally under the sea. We may get diving. Wouldn't that be super cool?
Oh, you are on the hunt for today. Yay. Well, yesterday. Haven't taken the new one. That should do it. Nice, crit. Good. One more. And it just happens to be on the way, so... Win for everybody! Because it can. Jumped in too soon. Whoops. Alright. That's 3. Oh, I see Alizé. And Lise. I think this is the Isle of Beko. Though to be honest, it looks the same to me as however many other islands around here. Crab. Yeah, crab. Our show said there was a cave that would lead us to their village, which is further inland. Alright. Let's go. As we cut through here and around. They walked this way, so. Turtle. Hey, Lise. So I am going the right way. I like that. Billy's here to show you're going the right way. How much further do you think it is? Not sure. We'll just follow the lamps. I'll probably take us where we need to go. Turn to the east. Probably missed it. Cutscene.
Is that light I see up ahead?
Follow the yellow lit road. Oh, that's pretty.
We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12. I think we're on the seabed.
That's awesome.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Sorbonne!
Soroban, what are you doing here?
What a curious question. I live here.
Yeah, right? It's like, that's the question he needs to ask us.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
Awesome. How fortunate we should find a familiar face in this place. Very. Show Soroban about our situation. If anyone can help us, it's him. True. Let's see how this looks. I'm getting like a light. I prefer the full. Oh, it's because I don't have it on me. show stuff that I put in the that I put up as well, and I'm pretty sure I did. Sure, I hope I didn't accidentally get rid of it. That'd be really sad. I really like the way that armor looks. Of Kojin and Kami. The one May's made for me. The one that I've been glamoring for samurai all this time. The red armor. Tell me, friends, what strange tides bear you to our home? I see we're gonna take the fight to the red Kojin. You in? Indeed, a most dire predicament. But perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Take you to our leader. It will be up to you, however, to present your case. That's fair. Let's attune to this ace, alright? I'm always glamoring them like this. I'm pretty sure. I use the item. I just click and then cast glamour. Where would I see the glamour plate thing? Oh, I can't do that here anyway. I might have put it in the wrong thing.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
Like your helmet.
We thank you
Eastern
for your hospitality,
leader.
honoured elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
We're taking the fight to the red Kojin. You in?
So, you seek to compel our red brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
Yep.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
Lisa's trying really hard. And I appreciate that.
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. How are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our red brothers live by the sword, we blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the red falls unjustly upon the blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Fair enough.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
That's sad but true.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Sorobon. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
How is this shell like
As
samurai
you
armor?
wish.
Yeah, these shell parts, which are cool.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Yeah, agreed. So far, so good. No, I agree. They might end up being one. It wouldn't shock me, but this is all main quest. So well, my friends, we require your assistance with the search of a priceless treasure. The Yasakani no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred of Kojin relics, was in possession of Hingashi, until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of consolidation. The Red would not abide this, so they plotted to seize the vessel bearing to their imperial masters. Alas, though they succeeded, it was lost to the sea. However, we were to come in conflict with them, it would be problematic. So we go get the jewel. So you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours? I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, you know, drowning. Exactly, drowning. Fear not. There is a ritual I could perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing. First, prepare offerings for the sea. Require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells, and a freshly harvested Unkiu carapace. I think that was the crab outside. Quite the shopping list. I'll see to the shells. Lise, look for the coral. Central, go find an Unkiu and relieve it of its carapace. Relieve it of its carapace. Sure. I like the manta ray. And if it's a mount, I'm getting it. Quarter, 5.
Oh, game. Alright, let's get you. That's rude.
How to climb a mountain? Sure, check for rain, grab your elixirs, follow those conveniently placed mushrooms. That game was fun. It was frustrating for me at certain points. Some of the puzzles I got frustrated at, but overall the game was amazing. Correct. I could try to jump, but let's not risk it. Southwest. It's over that way. How quick my dearest brother was to boast of his firewood gathering techniques. If only he were here to gather these shells in my stead. Time for your lesson in gathering. I think I see some rude core over there. Bit far, but I could swim for it. You do need a fishing rod to get them. That's true. But she's gonna get them without a fishing rod. And that makes me sad. Straight west. It's up there, isn't it? I know where it is. This game would do that. I'd jump down and then look up and be there. Or not, I'm kind of shocked. South. Is it really down there? to be. Up on this thing? No, it's right there. Okay, cool. Safe and sorry. I need to work on fishing. Next. Super far southwest. Like somewhere over there. Yep, here you go. Splendid they are. The kami shall be most pleased, I am sure. Got it! Got the ruby coral you wanted. And I, the sea snail shells. About the size of my fist, though I realize now you may have meant yours. These shall more than suffice for our purpose. Next, we shall make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you'll be able to move freely through the depths and find the Yasakane no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Surely you realize we have been searching this whole time. The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already have we scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory to no avail. All that remains is a region to the west. The shellless of Tsunosato can provide you with better guidance than me. You would do well to visit them first. Shellless? I mean, the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The raid have been here as long as I can remember. Shiosai, the overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Carry out the ritual! In Soraban, we trust. About to show you a shining, shimmering, splendid new world. Gunbreaker. Or Dancer. You ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike you have ever known? Let us go to the west part of the village, where the water twists and turns, and there complete our preparations for the ritual. Okay. Also, a bunch of quests popped up, which I should probably do. Sword and Stone. I'll need to do that. Oh, look at this thing. Let's go. He dove into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned. You don't want to go back there. Okay.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends.
Okay. Sure.
Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood.
Okay.
O Kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths. Receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine. The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Positive.
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
Reasonably sure. Thanks. It will not help you traverse them, but it will allow you to dwell in the depths. Breathe, but it doesn't help us like swim easier or anything.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Alize?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother.
Oh, taking shots. And Alpha know while he's not here. Dang. Well, it's a good thing he didn't come for this one then.
Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
Okay. Sure. Jump in!
Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Oh, I like the slight echo effect. It's nice.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
Hmm?
Wow, look at them. I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Kosetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Yeah, we just have a few things to work on.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
We'll find that treasure in no time. Come on!
Let's do it. Yeah. Diving unlocked. Owing to Soroban's blessing, you may now dive into deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. Underwater settlements like Tamamizu and Surinosato can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you need only swim to the surface. Conversely, to dive into deep water while swimming on the surface, press Ctrl plus spacebar. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with Soroban in Tamamizu to mount a striped ray. Swimming and diving. You, and all your flying mounts, have received the Korriban tribe's ancient blessing and can now breathe underwater indefinitely. To dive, you must first be swimming in a body of water that allows diving. Next, you simply need to descend as you would any flying mount. If you're riding a flying mount, you can go from flying to diving by descending into the water at the proper angle. Looks like 45 degrees. There are special emotes such as Water Flip that can only be used while underwater. These emotes are indicated by a special icon. Being able to hear the... This is cool. She's so weak. Oh, neat! I like the loading screen. This must be Surinosato, the rain village Soroban told us about. Right then, see if they can't help us find the Kojine's missing jewel. Soroban, we trust. You can now perform underwater emotes. Forever and ever apart. If this is Surinosato, then Shiosai, the overseer, should be somewhere. Dare say one of the locals will point us in the right direction, though now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we are not welcome here. Yeah, probably. Very much so. High Priest of Shisui, the Violet Tides. High Priest is stupid, so he's the High Priest. What kind of place is this? Ruled by the Ruby Princess. Few besides those who serve at the royal courts, however, know her face. Seldom see her in person. Currently, Her Highness is carrying out a private ceremony of sorts. All, including her most trusted advisors, have been barred from entering or exiting the palace. Yikes. Hi. Also hi. Ah, I want the hat. Like leaf tip hat. This is our man? Seems that way. Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eyed wanderers. Sorry, didn't mean to stare. Name is Lise. They're my friends Sindro and Alize. We're looking for the overseer of Surinosato. Shiosai. It's you, isn't it? Kojin of the Blue sent you hither, did they? I am no overseer, nor ever would I claim to be one. I am High Priest of Shisu of the Violet Tides, Shiosai. Alright, the man we're looking for. Great, we need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the Sasake no... Stop, I will hear no more. We will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially of those would-be treasure hunters. And then press back up. Quiet, Isobe, or there will be no dango for dinner. No dango for dinner. That's messed up. Not I could do to aid you. Leave this place, never return. At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village, and of why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Suino Sato is our sanctuary, under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of Shizu? Enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives, but it was not always so. Long ago, our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters, they sought refuge from the ravages of war, and here they flourished. All that we are, culture, traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have gauged others in diplomacy, it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past. The Ruby Princess, in her wisdom, decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so ever shall it be. Forever and ever apart. Forgive me. I understand how highly you value your way of life and how you will suffer none to endanger it. May be assured we have no desire to do so. I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Suino Sato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. All right. And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Yeah, it seems to be the theme here. Clearly, Girabanya is not the only place with walls. Starting to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Gosetsu couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. Meanwhile, in the tavern... Ugh.
I tire of this filthy tavern, and it's still filthier clientele.
God, I hate you so much.
This scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Oh, name calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
I don't know, you tell me.
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Ooh, that struck a nerve.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you.
God. Damn.
made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oaf go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor Lord Cayenne. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it.
Cool.
Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death, that he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
Oh, man.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me.
Nothing like
So,
you.
Let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Dorma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Oh.
Of all the bloody stupid. Oh! When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make him pay.
Oh man, he's gonna flip when he sees me here. That look in her eyes. That woman is not sane. She is not sane. It will be as if all his name days have come at once. Correct. And all his presents were set on fire. Also correct. Well done, Mace. Correct. In darkness, the Magatama dreams. Alisa's sigh tells you all you need to know about her state of mind.
We seem to have reached an impasse. And to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Central?
Let's see. We find some red Kojin and encourage them to talk.
We try talking Sasosha around. Should ask the villagers if they know anything. Soroban sent us here. Maybe we should ask him. That's not a bad idea. I don't think the villagers will talk to us. I mean, that's probably the right answer, because that's what we do. We talk to the villagers around, but kind of tired of doing that. I don't think he's gonna come around. I say we find some red coach and encourage them to talk. The thought of administering a little encouragement does have its appeal. I need to be convinced that the Red Koji knew anything before resorting to violence.
Why?
Once you came from above, yes? We could have a moment of your time.
Hi.
Mine apologies. Did not mean to start. My name is Haname? Wife Unagi. Hi. Have you any news from Doma?
It's bad.
May I ask why? If you must. Our daughter fought in the rebellion. We have heard not from her since. 'Twould be too much to hope that you know of her, but her name is Yugiri.
Hey! Whoa, what a coincidence! That's awesome. Yes, we do know of her. Yeah, actually, we're really good friends.
Kami be praised. She lives. She lives. We're looking for her too, actually, but I'm sure she's alright. We had no idea she hailed from Suri no Sato. How did she come to serve Doma as a shinobi? It all began when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having grown curious about the outside world. To Doma they went, where they met a young boy, proud son of Zenixia? Forget. XIA leaves me sometimes. His tales of imperial oppression left a lasting impression on her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Doman's plight and urged us to take the boy in, but my wife and I would hear none of it. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot his words. She became convinced that the Guardians would one day come for us. She's right! And was in search of the strength to defend us that she left, years later, to learn ways of the shinobi. When the then Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yagiri's return, lest she bring misfortune to us all.
It's only a matter of time for the Empire comes down here with a sub and blows up your little place here.
We protested the judgment, but there was naught we could do. And so our daughter, who only wanted to keep her people safe. Surely there is something we can do for these people. They who gave her aid and succor when no other would. I am but a humble stonemason, but if it is the Yasukane no Magatama you seek, I may yet be of some assistance to you. Joel is known to possess an unusual property. To the naked eye it is but a jade, but when bathed in a particular light, it shimmers with a divine resplendence. I have mined similar materials before. To find them, one must use these lamps. They cast an invisible light, under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths, they are invaluable.
Neat. Thanks.
There is a sunken ship to the east. Though the Karens may have spirited away her cargo, you should begin your search there. Thank you so much. We will do just that. Hope you find that which you seek. I only wish there was something more we could do to assist you. Know you will be in my prayers. And when next you see our daughter, pray tell her not a day goes by that her parents and her brothers do not think of her.
I will do that.
We will. I promise.
You're not gonna let me jump that. Of course, why would you? Fall down here then. Palace of Lost Souls. Aether Current. Ooh, ring. Man from above, yes. Sister to the Ruby Princess, ruler of these seas. What? The Ruby Princess' life hangs in the balance. Treasury of the Violet Tides. So, blessing of holy protection. Meadow drew forth a terrible spirit which took possession of my sister's body. Similar rats. Shiosai immediately evacuated everyone. Officially, the Ruby Princess is conducting a private ceremony, but that's not really what's going on. She's been cursed. See, she is kept from danger. Okay, well, let's go meet with him then. That was a more serious quest than I thought. And you know me. We just talked. Lady Corinna, what brings you here? What? My lady, you of all people must realize how incredibly dangerous it was of you to entrust another with our success, much less a newcomer whose intentions we know not of. What other choice did I have? When the seal breaks, we'll be forced to drown the palace and all souls within. Would you sooner have me sacrifice my sister and my people than turning to outside help? Yes, that is our way! And you think that this man has some hidden power? I do, correct? Yep, I sure do. Realize it is not in your nature to ask for assistance, but, like it or not, there is little else we can do. No outcome could be worse than losing the Ruby Princess. Even you must realize we only stand to gain by requesting this man's aid. Fine. You have the right of it. Give your friend into the next high tide to rescue the princess. If he fails, however, I will destroy the dome and atone for the deed with my life. Remember, my lady, should it come to this, you shall be the one to inherit the throne. Oh, wow, you're next in line. We got wrapped up in high politics here. Take the scroll. Permit you to pass into Shisui of the Violet Tides. I shall show him there. Palace lies just beyond the turquoise trench. Before we leave, however, one last thing I must share with you. I was not entirely truthful in everything I have told you. How so? It is nothing that affects our current predicament, but it was nevertheless a lie I mean to set straight once this is all over. Forgive me, if it was something I could tell you now, I would. Alright. Fair enough. I want to help all the same. Let's see. Let's go with the mana cutter. All the quests that popped up there. Too bad there's no teleport there. Okay, there's Palace of the Lost Souls. There's our main quest. It has, why not? It has engines, like it has propellers and a sail. Why wouldn't it? I see the ring. To the northwest. It's up there. Oh, it's all the way down here. There's the palace, that's cool. And we have a new dungeon. We're about to get it. These are the gates to the palace. Inside are the Ruby Princess and her guards. Thank you, Sindral. Though he might not show it, Shosai is secretly very grateful to you too. The thought of having to kill the Ruby Princess, however indirectly, has been tormenting him. Now, there is not much time left. Let's make our way in. Have the scroll of entry, correct? Remember, you'll be unable to pass through the gates without it. Have the Violet Tides now accessible. Level 63. Sync 64. Cool. Almost leveled. There's that. Because it's funny. Haha! Take the lightning horse, take Ramo's horse underwater. That would be funny. See, control plus spacebar is go down. I need the fast up, and I don't remember the command. What's in there? I don't even know if there is a way there right now.
No, we're just gonna land here. Oh well. That's fine. There's that. There's this quest. What did that? It's gonna disappear. that's the town, so it's not in the town.
This is the thing I hate most about this game, is finding the quest. Since Heaven's Ward, because of different elevations and things. Like, it bothers me. I hate when I can't find a quest or mark an area and yeah, it's somewhere here and I can't find it. Especially when we move as slow as we do. Sword in the Stone. So far away. Can I give up just yet? Visitor. Footsteps were so light I did not hear you approach. I could really use the assistance of one as nimble as yourself. Sword. See that sword protruding from that large boulder up there? I must find a way to procure it that I might accomplish my dreams. Like all the others, I want so desperately to explore the surface in search of treasure. To do so, however, I must first prove to the village elders I am worthy of embarking upon such excursions by retrieving that sword. Comrades have given me advice on how I might reach it, but every time I get close, I lose my footing and end up tumbling into the waters below. Could you perhaps do me a favor by demonstrating how I might get up there? Let us move up above. Reserve your lift. Is it lift? One? See that large plateau jutting out the cave wall over there? Can you begin by jumping over to it? You must demonstrate to the Kojin that this feat can be accomplished without the use of any outside help. Should you call upon a mount or fall into the water, you must start over. Okay. I too can make it to the plateau, but it is from there that the things become tricky. Every step must be taken with calculated precision, or you risk, like me, plummeting into the waters below. Ah, so that is how you must do it. I shall give it a try. Didn't quite make that one, but it doesn't matter. Parkour! Just of an incredible grace. It is clear to me now. One must tense all the muscles in their legs, then push off from the rock to gain enough momentum to make it to the next one. Restore my confidence. Thanks to you, I am one step closer to fulfilling my dream of exploring what the world above has to offer. You're in the Ruby Sea, yes. Missing 2 quests. One of them is the Palace of Lost Souls, and 3 of the Aether Currents that are out in the world. Quoteth the Raven. I really miss not being able to fly. Independence Ray. Oh shoot, it's already being done. These people that can fly. Forevermore. Haha. That's cool. Did it? Oh, I only got silver. Darn it. Lame. See, he can fly. I can't do that. A new fishing experience. Ah. I'm so far behind on fishing quest. Oh, if we get spearfishing, that would be sweet. Especially with the diving. If you like dive under the water and you can like spearfish, that would be really cool. Okay. What do I want to do? Tomorrow we can do Vanu Vanu. They'll be at their next step. The Amajal won't be. But the Vanu Vanu will be. And then all of them will be at Bloodsworn. Neat. That's gonna do it for me for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you had a lot of fun. I don't know. Tomorrow we'll do more stuff. We'll do more story and whatever else I have finished at the time. I'm just gonna end the stream here. Again, thanks for watching. Until tomorrow for more 14. I'm Syndrel. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.